Hello once again, welcome! Sa sulok man kayo ng mundo ngayon, mabuhay po kayo. Nawa ay nasa maayos kayong kalagayan at ligtas sa lahat ng oras. Mga kapatid, mga kamaharlikan over the globe, maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta, tiwala at pagmamahal. Makakaasa po kayo na pag-iigihin ko pa ang pagbibigay ng totoong impormasyon sa abot ng aking makakaya. Guys, alam niyo po ba na nakakainis para sa akin na mapanood sa social media, sa YouTube at sa kung ano-ano pa na ang kesyong Pilipinas ay lulusubin na ng China. At bilang patunay kung bakit ako naiinis sa mga pinapakalat nilang ito ay dahil sa napanood ko din na syempre mas credible ang source dahil live yung video. Ang tinutukoy ko po ay tungkol sa BRICS meeting. Yes po, dito sa video ay inilahad ng bawat leader ang kanilang mga kumbaga ay inihahain na suhestyon para sa mga kapakanan ng lahat ng mga bansa para sa mga tao. Inihain dito ang tungkol sa empowerment ng mga kababaihan, pagsuporta sa mga traditional medicine, paggamit ng maayos sa mga natural resources para sa mga tao, at ultimong pagbibigay ng importansya at pangangalaga sa mga sinasabing big cat. At ang isa pang katotohanan na aking natuklasan ay wala ng giyera between Russia at Ukraine dahil ipinahayag ni President Putin na anumang sigalot ay pag-uusapan ng payapa. Kaya lang, may isa akong napansin. Sa umpisa lang yung media. Bukod sa kinuha ko lang po yung highlight sa video, ay nakapansin-pansin na pinalabas na ang media pagkatapos magsalita, isa-isa ang BRICS leader. Panoorin po natin.
As BRICS leaders, you are discussing this matter and giving close attention to it, and you will need to make your decisions known. Your commitment to contribute to achieving a peaceful world, something that is appreciated, and your other views that you expressed are also most appreciated. The empowerment of women is something that has a great deal of resonance with most of us here, as are your views on climate change and how the resources of various countries should be used for the benefit of all. So thank you very much for your remarks in that regard. It is now my pleasure to ask President Vladimir Putin to have his moment to speak. He'll be participating through the virtual platform. Thank you, President Putin, for your input in this regard. You're absolutely right that BRICS has proven itself to be a credible entity that acts in solidarity, that seeks to promote a more equitable global system. And we thank you also for the recognition of the efforts that are being made by a number of BRICS countries to bring about a peaceful end to the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. We agree that in the end, this type of conflict is best brought about to an end by negotiation, which you have said you have always been ready for. The BRICS members will continue to be supportive of various efforts to bring this conflict to an end through dialogue, mediation and negotiation. And thank you for your thoughts also about the support that needs to be given to small medium enterprises. That is appreciated. And the women empowerment process that needs to be enhanced. That's too, we truly appreciate. And you made comments about the reform of international financial systems, That too is a matter that the BRICS needs to be seized with. And the BRICS leaders in retreat yesterday did talk about this, and an announcement in this regard will be finalized. And the cultural advancement culminating in the BRICS Games is something that also has a great deal of resonance amongst the BRICS leaders. So thank you very much indeed. It now gives me pleasure to ask the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of the Republic of India, to take the podium. Thank you very much, Prime Minister Modi, for your very insightful remarks. I would like to particularly thank you, South Africa, for reminding us of the journey that Mahatma Gandhi started here in South Africa and what he imparted to our forebears in South Africa in the modes of struggle. He was one who was strong on resistance. He taught us passive resistance, which he perfected, and we escalated to various acts of boycotts against the apartheid system. And through that, we were able to encourage citizen activism, and organizations that were involved in our struggle, like the African National Congress and others, mobilized our people to fight against apartheid and finally to defeat it. So Mahatma Gandhi played a very important role in the history of South Africa. Thank you for reminding us. We'd like to congratulate India, particularly as you speak about the need for cooperation in space. In a few hours, India's spacecraft Chandrayaan-3 will be landing on the moon. We congratulate you. This, for us as the BRICS family, is a momentous occasion, and we rejoice with you. We join you in the joy of this great achievement. But we also thank you for making the proposal that there should perhaps be a BRICS space cooperation system which can be looked at. It's a very forward-looking proposal. And your proposals on the development of skills are something that we appreciate and has great support amongst all of us. And thank you very much for also mentioning the issue about big cats. We were pleased as South Africa to donate cheetahs to India, and you informed me that the cheetahs arrived well and they are alive in India, and I told you that we are willing and prepared to donate even more, because you are a country that takes care of big cats. So we thank you for that. So should you need more cheetahs, you've come to the home of cheetahs. On the issue of traditional medicines repository, we have a very big community of people who are involved in traditional medicine here in South Africa. So we're willing to cooperate, and I'm sure the same obtains with all other members of BRICS, and this you will find great support for amongst all of us to create a traditional medicines repository. So that would be good to heal all the ailments. We should not just continue being dependent on Western medicines we should be also dependent on our own traditional medicines. We appreciate your focus on the global south and also for having had this meeting of 125 countries participating. The global south should now continue to be our area of focus, and we appreciate that. We want to wish you well as you continue to prepare to host the G20 summit, at which you have invited us, and we will surely participate. And we are heartened to hear that India supports the expansion of BRICS. This is a matter that we are discussing, and hopefully we will find a clear solution to this matter as we discuss it amongst ourselves as BRICS leaders. So we thank you very much. My honor now to call on His Excellency President Xi Jinping to take the floor and address us. Thank you, President Xi Jinping, for those insightful words. Yes, indeed, the world has entered a new period of turbulence, and you call upon BRICS to play an important role, notwithstanding this turbulence that the world is going through, and that the BRICS family should remain united, but more importantly should be ready to play a key role in helping to stabilize the world. And you mentioned a very important point about development, that it is not a privilege of a few. Development should be spread around so that all can benefit. And you mentioned a number of areas in which there should be development: in science, technological advancement, in innovation. And we thank you also for the offer to set up a BRICS remote data center that will help to advance the technological and innovative capability of BRICS countries, as well as developing a framework for implementing the SDGs. We thank you for that. And much as you say, the Cold War mentality continues to haunt the world, that the BRICS countries should stand on the side of peace. I think we support that. And we support the message you put forward that we should support each other on our core interests, the areas that each one of us in BRICS focus on. And artificial intelligence is a new frontier that we need to focus on, but we should also have governance of artificial intelligence, and it should be reliable and secure. And another important aspect is the people-to-people contact that we should underpin our unity in the BRICS around, and that there should be respect for the modernization paths that countries have opted for. So we thank you for that. And there should not be ideological competition. This is the calling card for BRICS countries. Empowerment of women, and also must promote traditional cultures. That too, we should say we appreciate. And yes, President Xi, you are in full support of the expansion of BRICS, as has been articulated by all BRICS members, that we stand at the cusp of expanding the BRICS family, because it is through this expansion that we will be able to have a much stronger BRICS in these turbulent times that we live in. So we await the decision that will be taken by the BRICS leaders in this regard in due course as we go on with our summit. We've now reached a stage where we now want to give the media an opportunity, as they often ask for, that once they've done quite a bit of work, they want to go and rest. So we want to give the media an opportunity to go and rest. I don't know what they do when they go to rest, whether they have a siesta or whether they go and have tea, but we want to give them that opportunity. But they can be rest assured we will continue with our work because we are committed to doing so. We are mindful of their wishes and their interests, so we will pause for a while and give them an opportunity to leave us, to go and rest, and then we will continue with our meeting. So we pause just for a while to allow the media to go and do what they do best when they have an opportunity to be resting. So media people, thank you very much for being here. You may take your leave.
Yun. So obviously, ay lihim na ang pinag-usapan sa loob dahil bago pa nagsimula ang pag-uusap ay pinalabas na ang mga media na kung saan ay alam naman natin na bayaran. Para po sa kompletong video ay nasa description ang link. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay! Bye-bye!